It's Autocrafting day today, peeps. That's right, dudes and dudettes. We are setting up Autocrafting today. I've been hard at work over here, taking all of our resources, making some processors here. And as you can see, we have a few. I've made incremental amounts, which I think will be okay. We have 762 logic processors. I plan on going big today, okay? I plan on going big. So we're gonna be making some 1Ks now. We need a lot of these. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. That was 9 stacks of those. And we still have more in here, by the way. So take the 1Ks and we're gonna convert them into 4Ks. We should be able to craft up a bunch of this. Okay, that should be enough. So that was, yeah, that many. So 1Ks, we're gonna be making some 4Ks right here. We made 3 stacks of those, which should allow us to make a stack of these. 16Ks, which should allow us to make not a stack of these, 21 of those. Oof. I thought that would be a lot more than that really was. Okay, this is good. Wait a second, 256. Oh my. That is more than I thought we were gonna be making today. Let's, no, we're not gonna do an item one yet. We need to set up auto crafting. That's why we're here. We need to make some of these. We need to make a crafting unit because we are units of measurement. I'm sorry, I'll see myself out. Okay, so a bunch of quartz fiber. I think, okay, we need to, where'd you go? There'd you go. I need to make some more of the fluix cable. That's kind of not so good. Looking for the quartz. I need to do something about that. Get that into some drawers so we have access to it from our storage system, but we'll worry about that later. I don't know why I developed the southern draw all of a sudden. Okay, so we're gonna need to turn this guy off. And we're just gonna chuck these. Like so. I don't know if the measurement's right. That's gonna give us a lot. Hey, we got a wabbit. Okay. We got ourselves quite a bit of the fluix. Good. So now we can make more of the fluix cable. How much was that? Over 11. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's get some more. Yeah, we want to be on that page. Good. Okay. So we've got enough to make bunch of these guys. Yep, full stack of those. That's crazy. We're gonna take some co-crafting peeps here. I only want like 16 of these so far. Good. Okay. And then, oh, we just combine them together. Wow. Okay, we need to make one more. I can't handle that. Oh, we ran out of charged? That was the first thing we ran out of. That's crazy. Okay. 16K. This might be enough. Yep. Okay, we got it. Oh, we even got a second one. So I want to go 8. Nope, you can't combine it like that. All right, so there we go. We have 8 of these. Some of these. We've even got one of these for some storage. We'll do that. Bam. Nice. Okay, so this is going to allow us to create some pretty awesome auto crafting stuff. Now, I do have a platform down here. However, I don't have a way to get down to it quite yet. So that's what we're going to be working on now. If you saw the giant tree behind me, yes, this one here, this is the what coffee, cup of coffee. Thanks, lad. So that does not yield anything if you mine that and don't harvest. So you have to harvest all of those, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. You guys probably already knew that. You're all really smart. Okay, now I should, nope. Oh, yep, I do have some ender pearls in here. Good. We need to get that one linked up to elevators, and then I'm trying to think. Yeah, this side's gonna be it for now. We're gonna go like 5 blocks in. Place this here. Yeah, now we got access down there. Sweet. Let's get some torches down there. We'll figure out the lighting later. We're not worried about looks right now. I know it looks like you think I would be, but we're not. That's the center. Okay. So we're gonna set this bad boy up down here. So we can have 2 in each corner. Cocoa, and co. And now we can put these up. So these will allow us to craft 8 things at one time with co-processing, so we can use 2 things. We're gonna have to extend that a little bit more. I might end up doing that now. I'm surprised that this works. Okay, so now they can, I believe, do 3 at a time. So 3 items can be crafted simultaneous at the same time. I'm not gonna try to say it. Okay, worry about that later. Just need to clear some headroom. So right here should be, that's an ME drive. Right here, ME controller, good. Okay, so I made a couple more of the ME controllers here, so we're going to add on. I think that should be okay for now. Okay, so we've got our ME controller down here. This stores a little bit more power as well. Also gives us some easier access to connect some things. So I guess right now we can just simply connect those with cable and then upgrade them later. That's actually kind of a good thing. So just going to do this. So each of these allows for 8 connections per cable. Now we can upgrade those to 32 with some dense cables, which is what we'll eventually do. But for right now, we don't need more than this, which is good for us. This is going to mean that it's going to start using a lot more power. And I could put like 1 per side, but I don't want to worry about. I'm just not going to do it. Not going to worry about the shape that might make. Okay. So, oh, no, not that one's not good. So now we have our storage, so to say, for that. And actually, I think I'm going to knock this up one more. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So now we have crafting capabilities. I have no idea if this was there before or not. Don't ask me about it. Don't at me. All right, don't at me. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to start making... Oh, I just got rid of it. Pattern provider. Now, if I remember correctly, we used to not have to do that. It was just an ME interface that would connect. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what happened or what that used to be. Again, could be wrong. We're gonna get 32 of these guys. And then we need to make some more of our friend here. 6, what are we lacking? Oh, fluix dust. Well, okay. We can make some. All right, so we got fluix dust smashed up here. So, ooh, wait a second. Okay, so we do have a decent amount. Oh my gosh, we ran out of the logic processors. That's kind of wild. I didn't think we used that much. Okay, so we got to make some more of those. Oh darn. Okay, I got 64 crafted up here. I think we should be okay for now. Yeah, just actually we're gonna make 32. Oh shoot! Well, I guess we're making 34 now. There we go. Okay, so now that we got those, we should be able to. Yep. Oh. Okay. Take one of them. Yeah. Who would have thought crafting table? So difficult. Okay, and then down here on these sides, what we're gonna do is this. I like the look of this so much. So much that I am putting it on all four sides because I think this looks really cool. Yeah, they're gonna have to be on their own separate channel though. For now. Let's see. Grab some cable here. All right, so these ones are gonna be easy. However, I think I'm gonna go one above. Nope. Here we go. And my goal, my goal is just to connect it to this top one, I believe, and we should be okay. Yeah, device online, cool. 1, 2, 3. Actually, they're all online. I don't know how many channels that's using up. What happens if we do this? It seems like, wow, we just, device is missing only one channel. That's not bad at all. Okay, so temporarily, I'm just gonna wire up just 2 of these sides, and then once we get some better cables started, we'll be crafting them up. Okay. Cool. So there we go. 2 of those are connected up, so we have all of these to mess with now. Good. All right. The fun is about to begin. So we need to make a crafting terminal. There we go. No, we already have a crafting. We need a pattern terminal. Yes. Pattern access terminal and a pattern encoding. Okay, both of these are good. Make a second one of these. I think we're gonna need 2 of those. Okay, so we got the 2 guys that I think we need. There we go. Pow and pow. Pattern access. So this is all of our molecular assemblers. Says we have 10 of them. Good. And then over here is our crafting terminal. Did I just make a second? Oh, pulled up early. I get it. There's one more step to this guy. Pattern encoding terminal. This is what I was looking for. I was like, why does that look weird? Okay. Wow, we have 74,000 glass. That's fantastic. We're never gonna have to worry about that again. Okay, so now we can make these patterns and tell our system to craft them for patterns and tell our system to craft them for us. So we need this guy. Need to craft up one of them. And so now we can tell our system to craft these guys. Actually, do we have substitute? Substitutions enabled. Yeah, so the top right one, we're just gonna get out of here. Oh no! And then we can take our said pattern, put it in a molecular assembler, and then let's go see which one that went into. This guy here. But I'm gonna go ahead because it's cool. We can add it like this so that this one ME pattern provider will use up actually 3 of these molecular assemblers at a time. So it's only capable of using 3 because we have 1, 2, 3 here. If we do one more co-processing unit, it could do 4, so we might end up doing that in the future. But yeah, so that one's good. So now if we go pattern, we can go like this. We can say, hey, we want 10 of these. System's like, cool, we can make 10 of them. And there we go, just made up 10 for us. So then we can come here and we can add them in. So now we can make 10 more different crafting recipes. If we want to set up the molecular, we want to set up the 1K drives, we can go like this and tell it, hey, you can now do this. I'm gonna forcefully choose to put it in this one so that it uses the most possible, because this one can only use 2, this one can only use 2, this one in the middle can use all 4 because it's connected. So the ones that we want lots of crafting, or that we expect lots of crafting from, we should probably put it in the middle so that way it has a lot of things to do. So then we could even be like this and say, hey, we want to be able to craft up the 4Ks as well. So it can do that. Wait, how did you get down here? What are you doing? I don't know. But anywho, so now we can take that, because this is the 4K, we can put it in a different one. So what I recommend doing is staggering your crafting recipes. Ideally, you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, so that this can use one of these, you know, in the crafting recipe. They kind of all work in sync with each other, kind of like an assembly line, rather than like it has to craft all these, then it has to craft all these, then it has to craft all these, you know, like that's just gonna be quicker in the end. So we don't have full capability of doing that yet because we've only got 4 like modules for those, but in the future we'll definitely be doing that, especially when we get into some of these bigger crafting recipes that require a lot of items and stuff like that to be crafted. You're gonna want to like stagger them like that if you can. So we'll just put the rest of them in here for now because we can. Sweet. So we've got our crafting all set up and ready to go for processing and adding more things onto there. Now it's our crafting set up. Now it's time to do processing, and that's doing stuff like getting our furnaces figured out, getting our inscribers figured out. So I'm gonna start working on these guys and might try to use some of the transfer labels to see if we can get them to be really compact, but I may end up doing like a wall for like 3 walls, one for logic processors here, one for calculation, and one for engineering. And that way we'd have 9, 18, 27 of these inscribers going, but then they're not limited to like having to wait for, say if we started a big crafting project with just logic processors, we'd have to wait on all of those to start the calculations once. And so if we could just do them all at the same time, it's just going to allow us to craft things significantly faster. So I'm gonna get started on that, start gathering up all of the materials we're gonna need, and then we'll be back here shortly. Okay, so for the remainder of this video, we're actually gonna pivot a little bit. I really wanted to set up processing for that. I think we're gonna save that either for next episode or the episode after. But for the rest of this episode, we're actually going to be getting into some harvester pylons here. And the reason for that, where did you go? Oh, there it is. The reason for that is we desperately need string. We are pretty tight when it comes to string here, and then this will allow us to harvest hemp seeds, which give us string. So yeah, we got 2 of those. Cool. We're just gonna set up a little farm here. I'm gonna be AFK for a while. So, industrial hemp seeds. Yeah, here we go. So these guys will grow and they will give us some industrial hemp fiber, and you take 3 of those and you can combine those into string. So we're gonna set this bad boy up. It's gonna go through, like it's gonna use some hoes, and you know what they say, don't waste 2 diamonds on a hoe, but we have 11,000 diamonds. I think we can waste a couple, so don't let that saying determine what you do or don't do. Okay, just trust me on that. Okay, and so I think we're just gonna set these guys up here. Oh, I already forgot something. You can't forget something you haven't crafted yet. Okay, so right here, good. I'm so glad that we have our magnet, because now we don't lose any items. Oh, we gotta use it. Worms? What are you? Interesting. Oh no, our dirt has got worms. Get out of here, worms. Okay, so I think, oh, wait a second. Harvester pylon goes here. Yes. I'll give you some of these. Some of these. Pylon is working. Cool. So we've got it set to just a 3x3. We can go ahead and upgrade this, but now this will run. Am I harvesting it? I don't know. I think maybe. We're gonna get a little item collector here. Yeah, this guy, just the smaller one, because when those grow, they do technically drop. Make it smaller. Oh, Yes, you can. Okay. So only items that fall in here. So if I do this. Hey, look, guys, we can make string. We just gotta twerk. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're just having a good time over here. These poor leaves don't know what they're doing. Don't mind me. Okay, stupid jokes aside. Yeah, we need to get an upgrade on that already. Jeez Louise. Who is having me do that? And we're also running into our second problem is we are dangerously low on whatchamacallit? On wood. Like we desperately need to figure something out. Temporarily break that one. Okay, then we're gonna lock that too. So yeah, I mean we've got plenty of string now. Okay, so off camera I might check out some like create tree farms that we could set up. Probably end up replacing the bamboo stuff over there. But yeah, we got plenty of hemp fiber now. That was pretty neat actually. So then what else we could do here as well? Oh, we gotta create the recipe. So what we can do is go like this. That turns that into that. And then we can also do this recipe too. So we can make our string, our hemp fiber into string, and then we can make our string into wool. So if we grab our linking tool here, because it's still linked to that, we can set this so that this is available in our system. And so we go AFK, we set up like a hotkey to just repeatedly press shift. You know what I'm saying? It just loops it. We just set it up. We do that for a couple hours. I'm just kidding. A couple hours, that would be wild. We should, yeah, our industrial hemp is here. So if we need some wool, we middle click, and as you can see, we can easily make 10. Boom. There we go. Why are we making so many? Why did we make 16? That was weird. Maybe I got the recipe wrong. I don't know. Oh no, we had 6 before. Sorry, my bad. I'm being dumb. Cool. All right. So we need a bunch of this because, well, we actually can make that. Yeah. So we're gonna get this guy here. You know what's gonna be a good one to get going is those fluix crystals. So reaction chamber. Wait, let's see about making one of those. Sorry, we're getting a little sidetracked, but I actually want to see if we can craft it. Vibration chamber, energy acceptor. Oh, snap. A reaction chamber. Now I assume this is going to need power and water. So we're going to need a sink. Okay, so that's full of water now. We just put a pipe here. Yep, okay. I'm gonna see, do we have a pipe upgrade I can throw in there? Yeah, an ultimate one. Let's go. All right, so that's gonna fill up. And then I almost... Wait a second. Acceleration cards. Should be able to do that. I think. The anvil does not need to be right there. Just set that up temporarily. So I want to see, does that allow us to make fluix crystals now? Missing quartz. Okay, that's another thing we gotta get fixed, is we gotta switch these over to drawers. I think we actually need to move these, but yeah, we got 15,000 quartz in here that we can't do anything with. Okay, so it's gonna need power. Nope, it made it. But it's not... Do we need an import bus now? Okay, ME import bus. Okay, yeah, so that's working. Okay. Let's make a couple of acceleration cards here. Okay, so this one. And this one, okay. All right, so let's see about making some more fluix crystals. 128. Nice. Reaction chamber. That is cool. What are the uses, other uses of this guy? Electrocrystal, quantum infusion. Oh, wow. That just turns a bunch of them into charged Certus quartz for us. Okay. It was saying it was starved for power. I almost wonder if we could put this on this side, maybe. And see if that would help with some power. Make some more fluix crystals here. That's not coming out at all. Energy acceptor. Put this guy here. Maybe this guy here. Insufficient power. I think for some reason that's just the speed at which it's going to go. I mean, it's not taking any power from our system. And it is plugged in directly here. Oh, snap. It's taking it out of here. How are we doing? Doing fine. This must be done. Yeah. Interesting. That is okay. So we're using 100. Yeah, we're not even using that much. Cool. All right, so we automated fluix. That means we have this automated, means we have this. So we have ME fluix cables completely automated. That is fantastic. Yeah, so we can make as many of those as we want. Now we can take these, and if you combine them with wool, they become fluix ME covered cables. And so we are gonna grab one of these. However, we need some more patterns. We're really missing copper. Okay, getting some patterns crafted up here for us. Full stack, just like that. We don't have to worry about it. There we go. Okay, so the recipe here, going to allow substitution. Those are both craftable. So now that we have that, we can come here and add it to a different one. Actually, because that's included. I want these all to be kind of separate, so they're not all utilizing the same space. And then we're going to turn these into a 2x2, and so that will make a dense covered cable. So we'll put that guy here because I don't want it. We put these here actually. We don't want it to get in the way of crafting that. And then we take these. Wait, what was that? Dense ME conduit, Ender IO. Oh, that's cool. I forgot about that. And then we're going to turn these into ME dense smart cables so that these will show us how many channels are on there. And then these can also have 32 channels versus the cable being 8. So yeah, there are limitations with applied energistics that aren't in refined storage. But again, limitations, you know, spark creativity. If you've ever noticed that movies that have a smaller budget are typically better because they have to rely on a better story to be good rather than a big budget where they can just throw money at things. It's not, you know, every case, but it's typically what we see, especially, you know, with bigger movies, stuff like that, bigger TV shows. But anywho, yeah, we now have dense cables automated, so we should be able to make. Yeah, we're running really low. Okay, we need to figure out a way to make that faster. Do we have any lily pads here? Like the lily pad of fertility thing going? Ooh, we do. Okay, for one, you gotta get a lily pad, which you sift from moss. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna have to start doing that. Backspace to go back, and then oof. So we are gonna need to get into mob farms. I think that's what we're gonna have to do next episode, or we're gonna do a tree farm. We're gonna do one of the two. But I'm gonna let this run for a while. I wish we had some like botany pods. That would be so nice. I mean, from immersive engineering, we do have the garden cloches here, which are not difficult to make at all. Treated wood we get from creosote oil, we get from a coke oven, which we can now craft super easily. I think I'm gonna make that storage bigger. All right, I got a coke oven here. Just because I also like how treated wood looks. Yeah, you leave the center one open, and I think you smack it with the hammer. Oh, nope, it just automatically goes. That's cool. So you just need 26 of these, then I have 2 extra. But yeah, then you just throw coal in there. Yeah, we're gonna use block of coals here. Yeah, I don't have to worry about it. There we go. So that's working. That's making us some creosote. Do we have any drums? No, we have tanks. Okay, cool. So I've got these set up for creosote oil. Once that process is through, it's going to make us some. I can also set it up so that a drawer just starts filling this with different things. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode for today, ladies and gentlemen. Be tuned. Stay tuned for next episode where we're either doing something with create, we're doing processing, we're doing something, but we've got a lot of cool things coming. I hope you all enjoyed. Take care. Have a good one. Peace out. Bye-bye.